and grant degrees, diplomas, certificates, and other distinctions to persons who have pursued courses of study approved by the university and have satisfied such other requirements as the university may lay down, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other titles. Section 10(1) of the said law also provides that the Chancellor, when present, shall preside at all meetings of convocation held for conferring degrees. Chancellor, sir, I hereby invite the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council to present his welcome address. The Pro-Chancellor, sir.
His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, GCON SAN, as ably represented by Pastor Idowu Oluyomade, our esteemed spiritual father and visitor to the Redeemers University, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and his dear wife, our mommy, mother in Israel, Pastor Mrs. Fulu Adeboye. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the State of Osun, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, Chief Mrs. Titi Laoye Tomori, our revered Chancellor General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, GCON, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, the Oni of Ife, His Royal Majesty Oba Muniruddin Adesola Lawal Laminisa I, the Tibni of Ede Land, the Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, NUC, Professor Adamu Abubakar Rashid, MNI, MFR, the Secretary General, Association Vice Chancellors of Nigerian University, Professor Michael Faborode, other Royal Fathers here present, members of the Board of Trustees, Vice Chancellor, Redeemers University, Professor Z. Debo Adeyewa, Vice Chancellors of other universities, Principal Officers of the Redeemers University, Principal Officers of other universities, distinguished academics, and friends from other universities, chairman, parents, forum, parents and guardians, other special guests, our esteemed guardians, the divine champions, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to join the Chancellor and the entire University community to welcome you all to the 9th occasion convocation ceremony of this university, an auspicious and glorious event marking the climax of the years of sojourn of our graduating students, the divine champions. I thought they would clap. in this prestigious university. I wish to thank the Almighty God for another convocation which is a testimonial to the impact the university is making on our society. In spite of the challenges being faced in our educational sector, God has given us a unique and smooth experience as a university. We have become a synergy and a leader within and beyond the shores of this country and the continent of Africa. Our cutting-edge researches in the science and widely acknowledged resultant breakthroughs have differentiated us from the pack. On this note, I wish to express our sincere gratitude to the visitor, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, for his kind and consistent support for the university. Thank you, sir. You are ebullient and graceful mother in Israel, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye, has also demonstrated extraordinary generosity to the university, such that cannot be enumerated on this occasion. Mommy, thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the Governing Council, we deeply appreciate your love and sacrifices. Let me also appreciate the support of our revered Chancellor, General T.Y. Danjuma, GCON. To the honorary awardees of today, Elder Felix Ohiwere and Professor Toyin Falola, we celebrate your contributions to the society and the quintessential and exemplary leadership skills that have singled you out from many. We heartily congratulate you for honor well deserved. Congratulations, sir. Life is often referred to as a journey, a road to travel, a mountain to climb. I have personally come to understand life as a river of changing temperaments. Whether it is calm or turbulent, retarding or accelerating, sustaining or exhausting, the river of life tests the shapes of our resilience. Every situation presents a learning curve. It is a lesson we learn and apply that makes us a better persons. Preparedness is therefore essential. Our graduates of today might wish to know that none of you came here by error or accident. You are a product of prophecy, and that informed your enrolling in Redeemer's University to pursue the knowledge and skills that you have acquired, the foundation for your readiness. According to Edmund Burke, the 18th century Irish statesman, nobody made a greater mistake than he who did nothing because he could only do a little. I encourage you to find your place and be diligent to change the world for God. You are graduating at a time of great contradictions. The scales and hope and uncertainty seem unbalanced. and also quite precarious. But you need to find the place of calm in the eye of the storm, where you can look around and think through. If everything fails, God will not fail you. You have been programmed to change the world for Him. God, go and fulfill your destiny. We look forward to your glorious manifestation in Jesus' name. I wish to congratulate the parents of our graduates, the divine champions, for your perseverance, sacrifices, tenacity of purpose, and determination to give your words an enduring legacy. Yes, you deserve the clap, you deserve the ovation. Please clap for them. You have made right choice by investing in their future through the Redeemers University. These words will be a pride to you, the nation, and the generation in Jesus' name. It is our earnest desire and prayer that our joy over these children, over these young ones, will overflow in Jesus' name. In conclusion, I would ask the question, who deserves the greatest honor today? Is it the product or the producer? You have answered. You have answered even before the end of the question. It is God. As for me, a product cannot make itself. For the success of these graduating students, we need to appreciate the Almighty God, the university management, the entire Redeemers University community, and their parents for a job well done. Will you do that with a clap to Jesus? God bless you. On behalf of all the graduates, I say thank you all. Your Excellencies, the Visitor, the Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening.
Chancellor, sir, I hereby invite it's my pleasure and privilege now to invite the Chancellor to please deliver his address. The Chancellor, sir.
Representative of the Vice President of Nigeria, our esteemed spiritual father and the visitor to Redeemers University, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and his dear wife, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye, Mami Gio. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the State of Osun, Chief Mrs. Titi Laure Tomori, His Royal Majesty Oba request the Timi Hode land. The representative of the National Universities Commission, the Secretary General, Association of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities, Professor Michael Faborede, our royal fathers here present, members of the Board of Trustees, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman, Redeemers University Governing Council, Pastor Tokunbo Adesanya, and members of the Governing Council, Vice Chancellor, Redeemers University, Professor Zaid Debo Adewa, Vice Chancellors of other universities, Principal Officers of the Redeemers University, Principal Officers of other universities, distinguished academics and friends from other universities, Chairman, Parents Forum, parents and guardians, other special guests, our esteemed graduates, the divine champions. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to address this august assembly, our distinguished guests, and especially the crop of future leaders that have been specially prepared to make a transformative impact on our society. I wish to note with gratitude to God that this 9th convocation marks our first anniversary, marks my first anniversary as Chancellor of this great university. My special recognition goes to His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for the assignment he has been saddled with and the contribution he's been making to the building of this nation at this critical moment in our history. I wish to sincerely appreciate the visitor to the university and the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, for the privilege you have given me to serve in this capacity. My special recognition and appreciation also goes to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the State of Osun, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, our royal fathers, who are here present today, in particular our landlord, His Royal Majesty Oba Adishola Lawal, the Tiwi of Ede Land. I acknowledge the diligent teamwork of all the stakeholders of this university. In this regard, I wish to commend the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Pastor Tokumbo Adesanya, other members of Governing Council, the Vice Chancellor, and the entire management team, Senate, staff, and students for your individual and collective contributions to making Redeemers University a good example of the importance of academia in the national development. I am happy to note that the Redeemers University has been recognized within and outside the shores of this country as the home for talented researchers, an international center of excellence, and the continental powerhouse of research and genomics of infectious diseases. Last year, while giving my speech here at the 8th convocation of this university, I made the statement that education intervention funds such as TED Fund should be national commonwealth that private universities could also benefit from. Today, I wish to add that it is high time we encouraged the culture of university endowment in our country. Redeemers University has repeatedly demonstrated that private universities are playing a vital role in educational, moral, and socio-economic development of the nation. Furthermore, there is no gainsaying the fact that adequate funding is vital to having quality education that would produce highly skilled human capital required for the building of a developed nation. Education is a great investment that would unfailingly yield its dividends in due season. For a university to make the maximal contribution to national development, there should be deliberate investment made in staff development, infrastructural development, and research in order to proffer solutions to lingering societal problems. It is our corporate responsibility to provide meaningful endowment in our universities. At this point, I would like and I request all the graduating class fittingly christened the Divine young champions to stand up. This part of my address is for you. I would like you to know that you have a distinctive race set before you, and you need to stay focused and put to use all the training that you have obtained spiritually, morally, and academically, so that you can run this race successfully and be a blessing to your parents, community, the nation, and humanity in general. Your future and destiny are in your hands, and to a large extent, a lot depends on you. A lot depends on what you make of it. I do not want you to lose sight of the virtues of this university and what it stands for. I therefore charge you to be great ambassadors of Redeemers University wherever you go. You have gone through this university, and I believe you already have what it takes to be global leaders indeed. May God bless you all. You can now sit down. Congratulations to parents of all the graduates of today. Congratulations to all our esteemed graduates. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening.
The Chancellor, sir. Having acknowledged the presence of the traditional rulers and other personalities here present with us, it's time to now recognize the presence of our sister institutions that are ably represented here, and I will request the representatives of the Vice Chancellors and other officers of sister institutions to please come as I read out the names. They will come up to present the goodwill messages that they have brought, have a handshake with the Vice Chancellor, and resume their seats. And number one on my list here is the representative of Salem University, Lokoja, Dr. David Olopade. Please step up to present the goodwill message from the institution. And closely following him will be the representative of our Hikma University, Ilorin, Dr. Daoud Jimo. Please appreciate them. They have come to rejoice with us. Representing Landmark University is Professor Aremu Charity. Representing the Vice Chancellor of Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti, is Professor Pius Okiki. The Vice Chancellor of Crawford University is here, and he is Professor Rotimi Ajayi. The Vice Chancellor of Achievers University and the Vice chairman of the Committee of Vice Chancellors of Registrars and Vice Chancellors of Public Universities, Professor T.S. Ibiyemi. We have the representative of Wesley University Ondo, Professor E.A. Fayose. Representing McPherson University, Ogun State is Pastor Yemi Onifade. The University of Ibadan thereby is here represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor of that University, Professor Olanike Adeyemi. Representing Covenant University, Ota, Ogun State is Professor Daniel Berebie. Representing Babcock University in Ogun State is Professor James A. Ogunji. Representing the Vice Chancellor of Ekiti State University is Professor J.A. Oloyede. The Vice Chancellor of Caleb University is here, Professor Ayandiji Aino. Representing Elizabeth University, Ilaramoki, Ondo State, is Dr. Wole Adamolekun. Representing the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, FUTA, is Professor Jonathan Oyepolu. Here representing the Vice Chancellor of Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogun State, is Professor Rosel Olukayode Shomoye. Here representing the Vice Chancellor of Benson Idahosa University, Benin City, is Dr. Mofondu Akonsa. I'm sorry, I can't get his name very well. All the way from Plateau State, we have the Vice Chancellor of Plateau State University, Professor Dr. D.D. Shaley. Thank you for coming, sir, all the way from Jos. The acting Vice Chancellor of Leeds City University in Ibadan is Professor Remi Adeyemo. Representing Osun State University, Osogbo, is Labode Popola. And from Ondo State University of Science and Technology, we have Dr. Adetui F.O. representing the Vice Chancellor. Also in our midst this morning is the Vice Chancellor of our sister university here in Ede, Adeleke University, the President and Vice Chancellor, Professor Dayo Alao. We also have here, representing Bell University of Technology, Ota, Dr. Oluwafemi S. Enilolobo. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Leeds City University, is here, Professor Gide Oweye. You are welcome, sir. Owen University Iwo is represented by the Director of Academic Planning, Professor Sunday Oluwafemi. Also in our midst, we have the Registrar of Samuel Adegboyega University of Edo State, Mr. Bamidele Olotu, representing the Vice Chancellor. Also in our midst is the Registrar of Leeds City University, Ibadan, Dr. Mrs. Oyebola Ayeni. Welcome. We also have an array of senior RCCG pastors and And I would like to recognize the presence of Pastor Tunji Adigun, Head CRM at Redemption Camp. You're welcome, sir. Pastor Olaosun Ajibola, Pastor in charge of Province, Osun Province 6. You're welcome, sir. Pastor Elizabeth Bayewu, National Elder. We also have Pastor Busayo Agbola. Please appreciate them. National Elder's wife. We have Pastor Jimmy Ajibade, Regional Pastor, Region 7. We have Pastor Mrs. Ayo Ajibade, wife of Pastor in charge of Region, and other senior pastors here present, Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Onisha Oyeshiku. Electrical Services Department, you're all welcome, sirs and ma'ams. I had announced the presence of the proprietor of Lead City University. If you are here, the Vice Chancellor will want to have a handshake with you, please. Professor Gidi Oweye. You're welcome, sir. Also in our midst is one of our Assistant General Overseers, Pastor J.F. Odeshola. We welcome you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We also have Pastor Professor Fola Abuaba and his wife. They're also here. Thank you, sir, for making our day. We all appreciate your presence in our midst this morning. I will also want to once again welcome the array of traditional rulers. They are quite a number. Kábíyèsí o. We welcome you. Please join me to say Kábíyèsí o to all our traditional rulers. Yes, they have been welcomed earlier. You are welcome. Kábíyèsí. Chancellor, sir, it's now my honor and privilege and pleasure to invite the representative of the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission to please give his remarks. The representative of the ESNUC.
Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our spiritual leader, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God and the Mother GO, the Chancellor of the University, the spiritual fathers, Royal Highnesses present with us, and let me stand on all other existing protocol. Greetings and felicitations from the Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Professor Adamu Rashid, MFR, MMI, who has sent his goodwill and messages to this university. Redeemed University is a university that is very close to the heart of the Commission, being one of our fast-growing private universities. And the message he has sent me, he has said I should send his goodwill, having seen the zeal of the university that started very humbly at this temporary site in Lagos, and within few years has moved to this site, which though is said to be temporary, is conceived with the zeal of a temporary site. So he has asked me to encourage the university and that the regulatory activity of the Commission will continue to support the vision of the founders of this institution. I thank I want to commend the Vice Chancellors and congratulate the graduates of today, and he said the Commission and his board wishes you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you, sir.
Now to the main reason why we're here, the Chancellor, sir, and I'll call upon the Dean of the College of Humanities to present our graduates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Redeemers University and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the first degrees of the university. The Dean, College of Humanities.
May I request that all graduates for the award of first degrees in the College of Humanities for the 2016-2017 academic session should stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, sir, in the name of the College of Humanities and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university. Those present and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English, History and International Studies, and Theatre Arts.
Severally to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English, History and International Studies, and Theatre Arts of the Redeemers University. Congratulations.
The Chancellor, sir, may I draw your attention to the only first-class graduate in the Department of Theatre Arts, in the person of Miss Okim Minka Basu. Please come forward to have a handshake with the Chancellor and also with the VC.
The Chancellor, sir, and I'll call upon the Dean of the College of Management and Social Sciences to present the graduates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Redeemers University and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to first degrees of this university. The Dean, College of Management and Social Sciences.
Graduates for the award of first degree in the College of Management and Social Sciences for the 2016-2017 academic session should stand and remain standing. Chancellor, sir. In the name of the College of Management and Social Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university. Those present and those who, for good cause, are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Actuarial Science, Banking and Finance, Business Administration, Economics, Insurance, Marketing, Mass Communication, Political Science, Psychology, Sociology, Social Work, Tourism Studies, and Transport Management.
Severally to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Actuarial Science, Banking and Finance, Business Administration, Economics, Insurance, Marketing, Mass Communication, Political Science, Psychology, Sociology, Tourism Studies, and Transport Management and Social Work of the Illinois University. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, I have the privilege of drawing your attention to the 5 champions who have distinguished themselves in their various disciplines. Odo Ofuapori, First Class Psychology. Adishina Esther, First Class Economics. Olowe Oluwatimike, First Class Economics. Adejori Oluwadamilade, First Class Accounting. Agwayi Eze, First Class Accounting. Ajileye Benga, First Class Accounting. Koka Henry, First Class Accounting. Folarin Oludare, First Class Accounting. Mebe Ikenjiye, First Class Accounting. Ogeyin Catering, First Class Accounting. Olamade Fine, First Class Accounting. Oyebode Ayomide, First Class Accounting. Ariodola Temitope, First Class Banking and Finance. Ogun Naomi, First Class Mass Communication.
Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Dean, College of Natural Sciences, to present the graduates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Redeemers University and who have been found worthy both in and in learning to be admitted to the first degrees of this university, the Dean, Natural Sciences.
May I request the graduates in the College of Natural Sciences to stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, sir, in the name of the College of Natural Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university. Those present and those who, for good cause, are all already absent and for whom I stand present, who have been found worthy, both in character and in manner, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Industrial Chemistry, Computer Science, Microbiology, Industrial Mathematics, and Physics with Electronics. Sciences.
I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Industrial Chemistry, Computer Science, Microbiology, Industrial Mathematics, and Physics with Electronics of the Redeemers University. Congratulations.
The Chancellor, sir, I want to draw your attention to those graduates who distribute themselves and made a first class in the College of Natural Sciences. If I call your name, please quickly come out. In the Department of Biological Sciences, Microbiology Program, Bakare Ifeoluwa Aravat, Bejide Ifeoluwa Opeyemi, Okeneye Deborah Ibukun, in the Department of Chemical Sciences, Biochemistry Program, Oluwabayo Tanitoluwa Opeyoluwa. In the same department, Chemical Sciences, Industrial Chemistry Program, Oyediran Oluwa Debola. Computer Science Program, Ajiboye Emi Ola Olufemi and Esan Oluwatomisi Emmanuel. Thank you, sir.
Can you please appreciate our first class graduates? It's not easy to make a first class. Thank you very much. We now move on to admission to higher degrees. The Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Dean of the College of Postgraduate Studies to present his graduates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Redeemers University for the award of postgraduate diploma, master's and professional master's degrees and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the higher degrees of this university, the Dean, College of Postgraduate Studies.
With a postgraduate diploma, master's or professional master's degree graduates, please stand and remain standing. Chancellor, sir. In the name of the College of Postgraduate Studies and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their postgraduate diploma, master's, and professional master's programs in this university. Those present and those who, for good cause, are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand courtesy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the postgraduate diploma, various master's degrees and professional master's degrees of this university and across all the colleges of the university.
The academic master's graduates should please file out for a handshake with the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor. The academic master's graduates, please file out to receive the handshake of the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor. Thank you for appreciating them. Thank you for appreciating them.
Call their name one after.
They are Shashono Sunday Julius, Ajani Olarotimi Abi. We have Boluwaji Faith, that's MSc Management, Hospitality and Tourism Management. We have Oguntola Babagide Benjamin, MSc Management, Transport and Logistics Management option. We have Eliyemi Benson Ademola, MSc Management, Transport and Logistics Management. They have all completed their academic master's programs. Congratulations. The Chancellor, sir, it's now my pleasure and honor to respectfully invite the Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Z. Debo Adeyewa, to address convocation. The Vice Chancellor, sir.
The Executive Governor of the State of Osun, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, who is ably represented here by his able Deputy Chief Mrs. Lawi Tomori, our esteemed spiritual father and the visitor to Redeemer's University, our guiding law, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and our mommy, Mumifolu Adeboye, His Royal Majesty, Oba Nuruddin Adeshola Lawal, the chief host in this place, the Oluwo of Iwo Land, Oba Abdulrasheed Adewale Akanbi, Kabiyesi sir, the Olu of Olota, Oba Adetunji Ipadeola, the Olunisha of Inisha, that's my special Kabiyesi, Oba J.O. Olodele, Abolani, the Onagun of Okeiba, Kabiyesi, the Ilokuro, Iferukuro, Oba Babalola Aziz, Kabiyesi, Oba Adio, Amuda Ajadi, the Oludotun of Ikotun, the Olu of Olute Edo, Oba Alhaji Oyedepo Aziz, and the Olota of Iwo, Oba Alhaji Adetunji Akano, other Royal Majesties here present, the Executive Secretary of National Executive, the National Universities Commission, Professor Adamu Rashid, the Secretary General of the Vice Chancellor of Nigerian Universities, Professor Michael Favorable, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, who's represented here by our own Pastor I.D. Noah Mate, and the Vice Chancellor, sir, His Excellency General Tiwa Banjuma, GOCN, our Pro-Chancellor, the Chairman of Council, the Regimental University Governing Council, Pastor Tokunbo Adesanya, and members of the Governing Council, Vice Chancellors of other universities here present, in particular my co-chairman, the Vice Chancellors of state universities all the way from Jos, we welcome, and other Vice Chancellors, Principal Officers of Regional University, Principal Officers of other universities, distinguished academics, friends of the university, the AIG in our midst, Mr. Agboola Oshodi Grover, the Chairman of CAN, the Chairman with the Imam of Ede, the Chairman of Ede Descendants Union, Chairman Parents Forum, parents and guardians, other special guests, esteemed graduates, the Divine Champions. The Divine Champions, more than conquerors, and your future is right. We're coming back to you. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, with gratitude to the Most High God, I wish to welcome you all on behalf of the entire university community to the 9th convocation of Redeemers University in the 9th month of the year. With a heart of gratitude, therefore, we give glory to the great Redeemer of Redeemers University, the great and awesome God who passes through this valley that was known as the Valley of Baka, the Valley of Weeping, turned it into a place of beauty and excellence. To the one whose covenant has assured our growth, sustenance, strides of excellence, with all the glory. Considering how far he has brought us within a short time of existence, in particular less than 3 years on this permanent site, we're bound to give honest thanks to our great Redeemer for his unfailing faithfulness and covenant of grace. What a covenant keeper. We salute the courage, audacity, and the uncommon grace in the life of our visionary leader, the visitor to the university, the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Adejare Adeboye, for his unrelenting spiritual, financial support and commitment that are quite unquantifiable. What a father. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually wanted to sing a song for him during his 75th birthday, but we couldn't. Now is our chance. It's prophetic and it's one of the covenant songs of the university. It goes this way. God, we look on you with favor, Daddy G.A. God, we make you fruit, Daddy G.A.
numbers. He keep his covenant with you. That the GOU will rise and shine. You are bound to fly. You sustained by his blood. That the GOU will rise and shine. You are made to fly. You sustained by his grace. You will be sustained by his grace forever in the mighty name of Jesus. Our daddy has been ably supported by his amiable and wonderful mother in the Lord, our beloved mother in Israel, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye, whose uncommon passion for the sustenance and the growth of this university is beyond description. I repeat, whose uncommon passion for the sustenance and the growth of this university is beyond description. That is quite loaded. Her exceptional commitment is simply immeasurable. What a mother. Women, we are grateful. We appreciate the sacrificial and significant contributions of our chairman of board of trustees, His Excellency Professor Yomi Osunbajo, GOC, GCON, SON, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in spite of his onerous responsibilities. With joy in our hearts, we welcome on board Pastor Idowu Iluyomade, who has been appointed to chair our Board of Trustees in acting capacity on behalf of His Excellency Professor Yomi Osunbajo, the Vice President of the Republic of Nigeria. We want to thank you, sir. We believe that is for now because of his exalted office, national assignments. We believe, sir, that your coming on board at this time will enable the Board of Trustees to fulfill its mandate and enable the realization of the goals and ideals of this university. We acknowledge and appreciate our revered Chancellor, General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, GCON, Your Excellency, for the great role you have been playing since coming to the saddle in order to ensure the advancement of this university. We equally wish to acknowledge the kind thank you and passionate support our Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of Council, Pastor Tokumbo Adesanya, here towards the continuous sustenance of the well-being of this university. We are most grateful to His Royal Majesty, the Timmy of Oba Nuruddin Adeshalalawa Lamisa 1. I want you to say in the chorus, Kabiyesi. There is no royal father as supportive as our royal father. Kabiyesi, we are grateful. His chiefs have also supported the university, and through Kabiyesi, our sincere gratitude goes to our host community, Edo. We are also grateful to the Christian and Muslim communities in Edo. You have all contributed positively to the growth and development of the university. In particular, we are grateful to the Edo Christian Council, for your love and regular support in prayers. Regular prayers, I must say. We also wish to acknowledge the writing of fellowship extended to us by the Redeemed College of Missions, RCM, through the Provost, Pastor Joel. Okay. We appreciate our dear parents through the Redeemers University Family Forum, who have proved over the years that they are partners in progress. To all friends of the university who have been leading and lending their support for the actualization of the vision and mission of the university, we appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to make some remarks on our modest achievements since the last convocation that took place here on the 8th of September 2016. In the last 1 year, we have so many testimonies to the glory of the Lord. The
first is continuous excellence in academic standard. Redeemers University has sustained and continues to improve on its academic excellence. We have an unbeatable standard in teaching and learning. Some of the highlights are as follows. Our academic quality assurance has been compared second to none in any university in Nigeria, and I say so with every sense of modesty. We strive to continuously improve on a conducive environment for teaching and learning through serious quality control and monitoring systems integrated with adequate feedback mechanisms. Our students actually select the best lecturer of the year, who was honored just 2 days ago. They say positive feedback. We therefore operate a quality assurance system that is quite robust and is above the minimum national benchmark. The unique ecosystem of teaching and learning in this university has set us apart from others. Our huge investment in the procurement of electronic interactive boards in all our classrooms was a big investment and is yielding the desired dividends. We want to say that we are the forefront of modern teaching and learning, which is at par with any university in the world of today. We've had other universities come to benchmark us in this regard. Our quality assurance has gained, in fact, international recognition. During the 2016-2017 academic session, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Kayode Adekeye, became the president of the newly created West African Anglophone Quality Assurance Network, WAGAN, as a result of our consistent leadership position in quality assurance. Last year, I reported that we are the only private university that was sponsored by the German government, and after some 18 months, they selected a leader to monitor and to grow other quality assurance platforms in the Nigerian universities and in West Africa, and that is Redeemers University. In May 2017, Redeemers University was sponsored by the German Academic Exchange Services to share our internal quality assurance experiences with over 100 quality assurance managers of education in East Africa, far away in East Africa, and we share our experiences in East Africa, IUCEA, and Tanzania Commission for University CU. Another quality that sets us apart is our advanced integrated IT system that drives most of our systems. The beauty of it is that these systems were all homegrown solutions. Our students and staff developed them. And the third one is that we thank God for the excellence in service delivery. Our quality policy statement actually affirms that our commitment to service delivery must exceed the highest standards. On 22nd February of this year, we celebrated our 100th regular statutory Senate meeting in less than 12 years. This was a veritable testimony of our uninterrupted, consistent, unbroken record of smooth operations and excellence. In our quest for continuous improvement on the quality of our products and services, the university underwent a quality award assessment in July 2017. The scheme was sponsored by UNIDO and was anchored by the National Quality Infrastructure Project (NQIP) to support public and private organizations to develop and implement best management practices in accordance with international standards such as ISO 9000, ISO 14000. The experience impacted positively on our quality processes, and we are waiting the judgment of this international organization. And guess what? We pray will win, because our Redeemer is strong. Commitment to excellence in leadership. We appreciate the fact that excellence in service delivery actually starts from an excellent workforce with appropriate leadership skills. The university therefore devotes enormous resources and efforts to capacity building and staff development to enhance productivity. In the last 1 year alone, the university organized several retreat programs for all our members of staff and leadership cadres aimed at developing capable and equipped and passionate workforce. Furthermore, a special and rigorous leadership training was held for the very top managers, deans, heads of departments of the university by the Institute of National Transformation and Leadership Program of the internationally recognized John Maxwell Leadership Institute. We spend so much money on leadership. Our students are not left out of this scheme. I'm glad to inform you that we are the first university to commence a leadership training scheme embedded in our curriculum to train all our students in a world-class leadership training in which every student will receive internationally recognized certification in leadership through the John Maxwell Equipped Leadership Program. So apart from our certificates, this one will be given as spiritually correct, morally correct, academically correct students. Our overall goal as a university is to be known for raising global leaders as change agents who will make transformative impact in society and, like our anthem says, change the world for God. Commitment to excellence in research. As a top-rate research university, we set the pace. Can you recall that 3 years ago, the university was thrown into limelight for emerging as the best-rated university in research-rated quantification among higher institutions in West, Central, and even Southern Africa. Selected, therefore, as the #1 center of excellence. We are rated as #1 through our research proposals. And our African Center of Excellence in the genomics of visual diseases, funded by the World Bank, has remained in the forefront of other ACs in Nigeria. Our Center of Excellence has become the best among its peers in Africa through profound research outputs, innovation. We didn't say so, the World Bank said so. Our team is not just a pace setter and signature of other African Center of Excellence. In this regard, to the glory of God, the World Bank also rated us as the best university with the best research facilities in sub-Saharan Africa. We have developed rapid kits. Remember, we developed one for Ebola. Now we have one. In one single stroke, you can know whether it is Lassa fever or Ebola in 10 minutes. And we are on the way to develop one kit that will test for malaria, Ebola, and Lassa fever in one single stroke. And the good news is that our Ebola rapid diagnostic kit has been approved for use by the United States Food and Drug Administration as well as the World Health Organization, WHO. And one of the innovations that we are doing is to capture on a mobile device when there is an outbreak of infectious disease so we can manage it. So far, the Center of Excellence has trained. We have several people we have trained across Africa. We have trained 600 students and experts, lecturers, students, doctors, and so on across the world, including Bangladesh, Cameroon, Ghana. They all come here to this campus, Nigeria, Mali, Senegal, and even the US, because we are also training the American soldiers on how to monitor this. Our scientists have continued to receive worldwide commendation for they publish in highly reputable and high impact factor journals such as Science, Nature, New England Journal of Medicine, Cell, Lancet, Genome Biology, and so on. It is therefore imperative to state the fact that our research outputs as scientists are rated internationally by peer journal reviews. We score promotion through impact factor. In fact, the well-recognized Elsevier that is globally recognized actually took some time to make comparisons of scholarly outputs of research in top-list universities in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, and some few universities in Southern Africa in the last 5 years. And they found that Redeemers University, not in terms of numbers or quantity, because we are still small, but in terms of impact, which is known as FWCI, that is Field Weighted Citation Impact, Redeemers University is the best. From the foregoing, we are glad to report that through Redeemers University's incisive leadership role in research and lofty vision of bringing back leadership position to Nigeria in terms of research leadership on the African continent is being achieved. Nigeria can rise again. Awards, accolades, and recognitions. Our Redeemer is strong, and he makes us to stand tall in awards and recognitions of excellence. Last year, our Department of Chemical Sciences won the research equipment grant by Seeding Labs of the United States of America. That was an old story. I'm happy to report that this year again, we won another grant from the United States of America, Seeding Labs. This time around, it is biological sciences. There's a high competition in the university. And we are grateful to God that a child of God, because we had no place to put this research equipment. The place is now standing that is housing this Center of Excellence. This is apart from the World Bank Center of Excellence. From the foreground, we can see that indeed our Redeemer is strong. In the 2017 Southwestern Nigerian Excellence Media Award for the most outstanding university in research and innovation, this university won the award. This in addition to being adjudged the best private university in Osun State 2015-2016, and this year too we won that of innovation. The Redeemer University was awarded the best university, the overall prize in life sciences and medicine by the Association of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities, AVCNU, in October 2016. At the award ceremony, our own Professor Christian Happy, the leader of our SGIT program, also was honored with the prize of the overall best researcher in the field of life sciences and medicine. Our Redeemer is strong. Redeemers University SGIT was selected, the only Nigerian university selected among 6 other African institutions to present the African continent at the 20 Biotechnology International Organization Bioconvention, San Diego, California. We were there and we were celebrated, and we have so many other things to celebrate apart from that. I'm also happy to say that the World Bank insisted that Redeemers University must be present in a forum organized by the World Bank, that is China and African universities. We were there and we were given a special recognition as the best center of excellence in Nigeria. Recently, the United States Embassy of Nigeria donated 2 vehicles to our SG to enhance disease surveillance and activities of center, as well as monitoring sites involved with the project. Another breaking news, this just few days ago, is that the United States of America, through the U.S. Department of Defense, has just approved a sum of $4.3 million for a 5-year research in H3 Africa. We can go on and on and on and on. Expanding our frontiers, we are happy to announce that we got the approval of the National Universities Commission to commence our law program. And so that program is commencing this semester. We have also established a new directorate known as the DRIPS, that Directorate of Research, Innovation and Partnerships, and the pioneer director is Professor Happy, and this is going to coordinate research, innovation, patenting, and other activities. We are also happy to note that the NUC also approved 2 new programs for the university in the Department of Biological Sciences. That is MSc and PhD Molecular Biology for our HD program. We have also received approval by the NUC to run postgraduate diploma and Master of Science program in the computer science program, you are welcome to apply to this program. I will just mention some partnerships that we have had over the last 1 year. Arising from our unique success in research, the Lagos State Ministry of Health signed a memorandum of understanding with us in May 2017 to help them to monitor and survey diseases because they are the gateway to this country, more or less. Also, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, signed a few days ago an MOU with us. I don't need to mention that the CDC of United States of America recognizes our lab as the best center for DNA and other things. During any outbreak, the analysis is normally carried out here. We are also happy to announce that in late 2016, we signed an MOU with Harvard University. We have several MOUs with but this time around it's in some areas. And then we also signed an MOU with Nigerian Ministry of Defense. Apart from American, we have the Nigerian Ministry of Defense and Wita Uri Institute of Research, which was inaugurated in Lagos. This is in addition to the MOU that was signed between Egypt and US Department of Defense to establish some surveillance network across West Africa in October 2016 after the convocation. We have established collaborations with Broad Institute and other universities. We want to also say that we are happy that we have signed MOU now with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Christian Bible College, RCBC, and our own College of Missions, RCN, for academic collaboration. Restoration of Destinies. Can you recall that in 2012 we introduced an initiative whereby when a student goes wrong, when we discover a character defect in any student, he or she is given a window and opportunity to come back through a transformative program that will last up to 1 year. If the person succeeds after the program, it comes back through the permission of Senate. I'm here to report that to the glory of God, many destinies have been restored. To date, we've had 7 sets of students going to these places, whether it is immoral or drug abuse and so on, and totaling altogether 112 students who have participated in this program. And I'm happy to report that 30 of them successfully graduated from this university. And today we are having 10 of them graduating. Destinies restored. So we are encouraged by this Recovery of Destiny program that the Lord is using to restore destinies. Highlights of this convocation. At this 9th convocation, we have altogether 465 students who are graduating. These graduates, 22 of them made first class honors, 4.7%. 145 are in the second class upper division, which is about 31%. 203 are graduating in the second class lower division, that's about 44%. 95 others, that's about 20%, fall into other categories like 4th class and past degrees. It is pertinent to note that overall, the ladies are the champions. More girls appear at the uppermost positions with almost 70%, leaving the boys to occupy just 30% of first class categories. 72% of people in the upper class categories are made up of ladies. The second class lower category is made up of ladies who actually allow boys just to take over slightly. They scored 47% and boys struggle to get 53% in second class lower category. On the other hand, boys chose, we didn't force them, they chose to reign in the lower divisions. Here's it, 60% of our third class students and graduates are boys, 100% in the past category, no girls found. category. To underscore this point, the overall best graduating student this year is Ms. Ifeoluwa Okoyomi Ejide in the microbiology program with a CGPA of 4.93. Through statistics, I found that it is only when a boy comes so strong for the girls that girls just concur. It is interesting to note that it appears that the ladies fought back gallantly to recover from the loss and the shock of last year. Because the men folk last year, a warm-hearted man, Mr. Okooluwa Samuel Adewale Fasoro, in the same department, of microbiology program, secured number 1 position with a CGPA of 4.97. This year, we couldn't find the boy so strong. Also, the gender averages of the CGPAs for the best graduating students so far show that the overall average of these ladies is 4.95 all along. 4.95. For the men, it is 4.91. And so, we find that 6 girls actually won the best position so far, and only 3 boys have shown up. So, shall we give the loudest ovation to our queens? Your Excellencies, the queens of the Divine Champions, we salute you. So, as a worthy ambassador of the Divine Champions, and in accordance with our policy, the university is offering gladly Ms. Ifeoluwa Okoyomi Ejide the automatic position of graduate assistantship in addition to full scholarship for her postgraduate program tenable in this university. I wish to report last year there were 2 PhD candidates that graduated. This year I want to report that we have 22 postgraduate diplomas, MSc, MBA that have been awarded deserving degrees, who have distinguished themselves in microbiology, psychology, economics, and business administration. The first degree graduates of today, the graduating students, actually took their oath of matriculation on 26 November 2013. On that occasion, I told them that come September 2017, they will graduate. I'm happy that today we have kept that covenant. Today, we are celebrating the 2017 Royal Ambassadors. They are known as Divine Champions. And the Lord gave us that name on the 28th of August during the orientation program because they are special. I've watched them over the years, and I want to say this about them. 4 unique attributes. 1, they are the last set that were matriculated in our temporary site, and they crossed the Red Sea. And like Caleb, like Joshua, they made it to the final line. Number 2, 2 unique traits set them apart from the others that have known this university. 2 things: innate leadership skills and oneness. I must say that it's the first and the most active set that will personally do everything possible to bring indigent colleagues who are unable to pay their fees back home. They will campaign, they will not allow me to rest, they will raise funds, they will just do anything. This set is just too wonderful. And number four, they have been divinely prepared to set new records through conquest and dominion mindset. Confirming the honorary degrees. What we have noted is that today we are bestowing our highest honors on 2 eminent personalities. We are conferring our honorary doctorate degree on the 3rd set of awardees. The recipients are individuals who have distinguished themselves in various fields of human endeavor. Elder Felix Ohiwo is being awarded the degree of Doctor of Management Science, D. Management, honoris causa, in recognition of his significant contributions in building corporate Nigeria through sterling leadership and exemplary leadership qualities. It's been a blessing to the corporate world and celebrated both locally and internationally. internationally as an astute and shrewd manager of man and resources. Another distinguished recipient of today is our own elder Professor Toyin Fanola, a renowned historian. Is renowned as the best humanity professor in Africa and beyond, because he's a scholar of international repute who is being awarded the degree of Doctor of Letters, D.Litt. Honoris Causa, in recognition of his immense and unparalleled contributions to scholarship, his Pan-Africanist spirit and passion for the transformation of the continent of Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to say, on behalf of private universities in Nigeria and Redeemers University, the headquarters, by the grace of God, and my colleagues have asked me to say this, that on behalf of private universities, I wish to make the following observations. Number one, the advent of private universities in this nation has opened up at least 6 strategic advantages for this country. Number one, private universities provide access to many candidates who otherwise would not have been admitted to pursue higher education. Secondly, private universities have reintroduced the dimension of qualitative higher education in the nation. We're talking of student-lecturer ratio. Thirdly, it has engendered efficient service delivery, which is student-focused. Fourthly, the establishment of faith-based universities and other universities, private universities, has brought back values and norms which have been eroded in some public institutions due to huge student population, facilities that have been stretched to their limits, leading to distorted campus life experiences. Fifthly, private universities have brought the discernible positive dimension of healthy competition among tertiary education in Nigeria. Whether we like it or not, private universities have actually affected and influenced ASU and others. That is the truth of the matter. And finally, private universities are providing mankind quality research outputs which are already impacting positively on mankind both locally and internationally. Redeemers University is a good example. So arising from this, it is obvious that private universities are contributing to the growth and well-being of this country. We therefore call on all stakeholders to support these institutions, in particular the federal government should provide incentives. We're not asking you to babysit or give us feeding bottles, but let us have access to research so we can support this country. Give us access to single-digit loans so that we can help build this nation. This and other development policies will discourage educational tourism that has helped institutions overseas to flourish at the expense of Nigerian universities. Billions of dollars featured each year at the expense of home institutions. Concluding remarks. To our graduating students, divine champions, when I say divine champions, we said more than conquerors. When I say more than conquerors, remember I'm just reminding you anyway, when I say more than conquerors, we said the future is bright. When I say the future is bright for divine champions. Divine champions, more than conquerors. More than conquerors, the future is bright. And the future is bright for divine champions. You recall that during the orientation on Wednesday, 28th of August 2013, their set was Christian Divine Champions, taking inspiration from David's exploits at the battle against the Philippines in Samuel, 1 Samuel chapter 17. As champions, we've been destined to win the battles of life in accordance with Romans 8:7. We're more than conquerors. You're more than conquerors because you're more than conquerors. Your future is bright, and because your future is bright, you are divine champions. Please remember, like David, you are told, you are challenged that you need to select 5 smooth stones first. 5 smooth stones to represent the grace to win all battles. The first stone is courage. David was courageous to face the battle with Goliath in his day. The second is passion. David was passionate about God and his people. We have been told to be passionate about the things of God. Thirdly, he had faith. He said, the battle is the Lord's, and will give you drew into our hands. Faith can move mountains, no matter how big. Goliath was moved permanently. Fourth is diligence. Diligence entails hard work, discipline, industry, and meticulous spirit. He was diligent to select 5 smooth stones. I will say 5 killer stones from the book without rough edges. You must be smooth in every area of your life. Fifth, he was swift. He ran towards Goliath, took him by surprise. 21st century champions must be swift to conquer in all battles. Swiftness is the body language of champions. We have been destined to win the battles of life. None of you is a failure. Don't act like one. As divine champions, we must fight the ills of this nation: corruption, laziness, nepotism, short-sightedness, and so on. By the rigorous training you have gone through in this university, you have been prepared to fly. The preparation you have received is beyond crawling, walking, or even running. You are not allowed to walk, crawl, or walk. You can only fly. It's also acceptable to you to make average progress. While others run, choose to fly. You were made to fly. I want you to sing along. Remember your song? Divine champions. God will look on you with favor. God will make you fruitful. He increase your numbers. He will keep his covenant with you. You will rise and shine. You are bound to fly. You will sustain by his grace. Divine champions. You will rise and shine. You are made to fly. You will sustain by his visitor, the chancellor, your excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you most respectfully for your kind attention.
Chancellor, sir, now that the divine champions have been celebrated, with your kind permission, sir, I invite all divine champions to please be upstanding. Divine champion, be upstanding. Divine champions. Okay, you have up to now had your tassels to the right. Now that you have been admitted to your various degrees, I request that you turn your tassels to the left and celebrate. You are free to celebrate having been admitted to 4 degrees. Yes, so henceforth your tassels will be to the left as graduates of this university. Will you appreciate yourselves now? Celebrate yourselves. Alright, you may please be seated. Congratulations, and I wish you the very best. The Chancellor, sir, the Redeemers University Law 2003 as amended gives the university the power to confer honorary degrees, fellowships, or other academic titles on worthy persons without examination. In line with the above, the Council and Senate of Redeemers University have resolved that honorary degrees be conferred on 2 eminent personalities. I therefore call upon the university orator to present the following individuals for honorary degrees. 1. Professor Toyin Omoyeni Falola, Africa's most distinguished historian, to be conferred the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters D.Litt. And 2. Elder Felix Omoyhoye Ohiwere, a quintessential leader and pioneer chairman of the Board of Trustees of this great university, the Redeemers University, to be conferred the honorary degree of Doctor of Management Science, D. Management, the University of Rito.
May I humbly request Professor Toyin Falola to step forward and come up to this podium, sir. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God and the visitor to Redeemers University, kindly permit me to stand on established protocol, sir. Professor Toyin Falola was born on January 1st, 1953 at Ibadan, Nigeria. He obtained a BA degree in history in 1976 from Obafemi Awolowo University, formerly known as the University of Ife. He rose to become a full professor in the 1980s. Within 4 years of completing his PhD, he had produced major essays and 2 award-winning books. He combined a life of scholarship with that of innovative academic endeavor, reviving dead journals, re-energizing academic societies, and founding new interdisciplinary societies such as the Ife Humanities Society. Professor Falola is a teacher, storyteller, and a poet. A foremost scholar, his early contributions share some elements of the Ibadan History School, which puts Africa at the center of historical scholarship. He joined others to decolonize the syllabus to present an African perspective of writing, to choose subjects that are the core of economic and political problems, and to seek the means to empower the continent. Professor Falola is a critical and compassionate force in the promotion of Africa, with involvement in the activities of many international bodies and organizations. He has created a Pan-African dialogue and covering all parts of the world where ideas are exchanged. He has equally contributed to peace and conflict resolution. He has put a major stamp on packages of solutions to the issues of underdevelopment, political instability, and food crisis. He has also made available, through the donation of journals, books, computers, free lectures and seminars. A generous scholar, he has sponsored scholarships for the poor and has established an annual endowment to fund the education of poor people. Through the kind facilitation of Professor Ademola da Silva, Professor Falola agreed to the hosting of the Toyin Falola International Conference on Africa and the African Diaspora, TOFA, held in July 2016 at Redeemers University. His generous contributions in cash and kind to the university included 60 boxes of books and 20 boxes of disposable tea, coffee break materials and other conference materials. He also made strenuous efforts to facilitate a generous sum of $6,000 for the successful hosting of the conference. During his visit to the university before the conference in 2015, and even after the conference in 2017, he donated some rare text to the university. His large-heartedness and desire to contribute meaningfully to the growth and development of this university in particular, and humanity in general, are well noted for assisting the university in a march towards the actualization of the vision and mission of the university. For his kind support and generous gestures to Redeemers University, his large-heartedness to humanity, his unparalleled contributions to scholarship, and his passion for the transformation of the African continent, the university is conferring on Professor Toyin Falola the honorary award of the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa of Redeemers University. visitor to Redeemers University, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor, therefore, to present to you Professor Toyin Falola. Thank you.
Authority vested in me and in accordance with the provisions of the Redeemers University law, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honorary causa of the university, with the rights and privileges attached therefore. Congratulations.
I invite the University Orator to come and present the citation on Elder Felix Ohiwere.
I humbly request that Elder Ohiwere should kindly rise, step forward, and remain standing as I read his citation. Chancellor, sir, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. Elder Felix Omoikoji Aizobeoji Ohiwere was born on 18th January 1937. He hails from Uzeba in Onwa local government area of Edo State. He attended government secondary school Owerri and Nigerian College of Arts, Science and Technology, Ibadan. He also attended the University College, Ibadan, now University of Ibadan. In April 1962, Elder Ohiwere joined the Nigerian Breweries as a manager in training and became the promotions manager in 1965. He was appointed to the board of Nigerian Breweries in 1977 as marketing director, and in 1982 was seconded to USC Foods Division as general manager. Elder Ohiwere was appointed chairman and managing director in June 1989 and chairman and chief executive officer of the company in 1997. He retired from the service of Nigerian Breweries in June 1999. He then served as non-executive chairman of the company from July 1999 to December 2007. He was also chairman, Unilever Nigeria PLC from January 1998 to December 2007. He equally served as a member of council and pro-chancellor of University of Ibadan between 2000 and 2004.
Elder Ohiwere is the chairman of the following organizations: Jubilee Mortgage Bank Limited, Assets and Resource Management Company Limited, Fitzin Healthcare PLC, World Dove Media PLC, and Friendship Bible Fellowship, to mention just a few. He is a life member of the Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship International and an elder at the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Elder Ohiwere is a fellow of the Nigerian Marketing Association, fellow Institute of Directors, and fellow Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria. He holds an honorary Doctor of Law degree from the University of Ibadan. He is also a recipient of Zix Prize in Leadership Award, the Order of Orange Nassau by the Queen of the Netherlands, an officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, OFR. Elder Ohiwere was appointed as the pioneer chairman of the Board of Trustees of Redeemers University in April 2004, before the university took off, and he served in that capacity for about 7 years. During his tenure as Chairman Board of Trustees, a number of firsts were recorded. He championed the enhanced salaries package for Redeemers University, above that offered by federal universities to attract quality staff. He worked tirelessly in packaging the necessary documentations for the establishment of the university. He led the university delegation to receive its operating license from the federal government in Abuja on 7th January 2005. He oversaw the appointment of the Pioneer Vice Chancellor for the university and the recruitment of the Pioneer members of staff and students. In recognition of his immense contributions to the take-off of the university, his significant contributions in building corporate Nigeria, his exemplary leadership qualities, as well as his continuous efforts in the development of Redeemers University, the university is conferring on Elder Felix Ohiwere the award of Doctor of Management, honoris causa, of the university. Chancellor Sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege, therefore, to present to you Elder Felix Omoikoji Ohiwere.
Authority vested in me and in accordance with the provisions of the Redeemers University law, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Management Science, honoris causa of the university, rights and privileges attached thereto. Congratulations.
The honoree to please give his acceptance speech, after which Professor Falola will also come up.
Let somebody shout hallelujah. Let somebody shout hallelujah. The visitor to the university, the chancellor, I stand on existing protocol. I thank God for today. I thank God for this very glorious day. I thank God for this honor you have conferred on me, and I thank the university most sincerely for counting me worthy to be part of this university at this level. I've done many things in my life, but one of the things that I've found most joyous and most rewarding is being part of this university. And the reason is simple. The reason is the passion of the visioners of this university and the vision of the university. This is a faith-based university. So I know that right from the very first day the students get in here, they are put on the right path. They know that God is first. And if they diligently follow what they are taught and follow what they hear and follow what they see of their leaders, they cannot go wrong. When I was told this morning that I'd be making an acceptance speech, I had to ask the Lord, what do I say? And he put in my mind to share certain things that have made me what I am in life. And those things are very simple. I just want to share actually three things. The first is my school motto, which is very simple. It says, work hard, play hard, keep straight. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, all is lost. And I would want our divine champions to take particular note of this, what I've just said. And if they don't mind, divine champions, if you don't mind, just say with me, work hard, play hard, keep straight. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, all is lost. Please remember that. It has helped me to be what I am. And I'm saying this to you because I know you have been focused on the Lord Jesus Christ already. You know that you should put God first. When in addition to that you remember this and you live it, by the grace of God you will shine. By the grace of God you will rise to the top. By the grace of God you will change this country. By the grace of God you will change the world. Just keep this and look at what the vision of Ron is. And you will know that it is complementary to what's expected of you. That was the first thing. Another thing I learned in life is this. That when God, and I learned this a bit much later in life when I come to receive Jesus as my Lord and Savior, is that when God gives you a position in life, He has given it to you not to please yourself, not to do what you want to do, but to do what He expects you and wants you to do in that position. In other words, when you leave your divine champions and the various positions you get in life, we should use every position, every opportunity as a service to the Lord. People should see in you and see through your actions what it is that makes you tick, what it is that makes you excel. In other words, serve Jesus in every position in which you find yourself. The third lesson I learned is this: that if you please God, man will please with you. And if you determine and pray for God's help to please Him in everything that you do, you will end up pleasing man in everything that you do. So divine champions, as you go into the world, go as change agents. Make the world a better place. Let people see in you the Christ that has been put in you in this university. Shine for the university. Shine most importantly for God. And then shine for yourself. God be with you.
Sir, while still being here, sir, I respectfully invite Professor Falola to please be here so that I could be good photograph with Adadi and other officers on this side of the hall. Yes, sir. Photograph with them. Sir? wives of Elder Felix Ohiwere and Professor Tony Falala to please be here to share in this picture.
Please wait. Daddy and mommy and the honoraries only. Honorary degree awardees and their wives. Thank you.
God bless you all. Professor Falala will now deliver his acceptance speech.
Let me not repeat all the previous salutations, but just to, on behalf of my fellow recipient and everyone, thank the university and thank Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, Inadanjuma and I received on the same day the honorary doctorate at the University of Jos 2 years ago. No condition is permanent, and today is the one who awarded me an honorary doctorate. As we are sitting together at Jos, I was reading his speech and I said, General, let me write you another speech. And the world is a very small place, and many here today, including our father, the General Overseer, at one time or the other, I've met some of you, and many Vice Chancellors who are also here. I want to express my gratitude to this university. I am now part of your university, sir, and I will behave like a former student of yours. I'm very grateful. The university is blessed to have a wonderful Vice Chancellor, always warm, always enthusiastic. 2 months ago, I was in the plane and I wanted to go to the bathroom, and happened to me, I didn't know he was also in the bathroom and was coming from the economy side. And I said, I'm going to spread this news in Nigeria that we are the Vice Chancellor who travels economy with a great deal of simplicity. Thank you for doing this and for being a role model. I hold university a free lecture. I hold them. We've been arranging when this will come, so I will not give the lecture today. And I thank Baba, my predecessor here, for those advice. Let me build on that very quickly. That students who are graduating today, try to use your skills, pray for success as you have been told, and you must remember to give back. You must always remember to give back, because it's by giving this back that this place will be greater than you, greater than us, and survive all of us. Please always give back. You are all products of a vision, and you should extend the vision in positive ways. On behalf of my fellow recipients, we promise that we will contribute in our own small ways to make this place very great. We'll continue to do that. And I also promise on his behalf that we will not tarnish your reputation. We will never tarnish the reputation of this school. I have to be more careful. He's an older man, nearer to God than me. But we always exercise caution, and caution is very necessary. What we do in public always counts. 2 days ago, in the same plane, sitting not far away from me is the Vice Chancellor of Osun State University, Professor Olabode, who is here today. Our conduct in such places are very important. You and I must know that we are ambassadors of Nigeria, we are ambassadors of this university, and we must always conduct ourselves very well. My views on private universities are very well known. I once contacted the Vice Chancellor that we should go and meet the Vice President. The proprietor of Lead City is here. Some of us will continue to make the contribution that those who attend private universities are Nigerians, and we have been making a proposal that private universities should be part of federal funding. We will continue to make that argument. When people leave this university, as those who are graduating today, they are going to work for the development of Nigeria. And the country, the federal government, owes private universities support, subventions, and money. To those of us who have been part of this city, Kabiyesi Ede is a great city. This is one of the most prominent Yoruba cities, connected with the Oyo Empire, connected with the African Empire. Its history is so deep. And recently, the European Union, I was on the board of that, funded a major project using Ede to understand African religion. It has been a very successful project. And we thank God that Ede is becoming one of the greatest intellectual cities of Nigeria. It has Polytechnic, it has this university, it has Adeleke University. This university will continue to be one of the best private schools in the country. This university will honor the city of Ede, honor our country, and honor God, honor its founders, and honor Africa. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We have just been told that Professor Toyin Falola, based in the University of America, Austin, has just again donated another set of rare books to the Juniors University. Sir, most grateful.
The Chancellor, sir, the Council and the Senate of the Redeemers University have resolved that the award of Emeritus Professor be conferred on the following personalities: Professor Akinjide Oladepo Idowu Osuntokun of the History and International Studies Department, and Professor Lawrence Babatope Kolawole of the Department of Physical Sciences. May I now call on the University Orator to present the honorees for the award of Emeritus Professorship of this Citadel of Learning.
Thank you. May I humbly request Professor Jide Oshitokun, though unavoidably absent, is ably represented here, to please rise and step forward while I read the citation. Thank you. An indigene of Okemesi Ekiti in Ekiti State, our erudite Professor Akinjide Oladepo Idowu Oshitokun was born on 26th April 1942. Professor Oshitokun had his secondary school education at Christ School in Ado Ekiti and Ibadan Grammar School, Ibadan, Nigeria. He then proceeded to the University of Ibadan to pursue a BA degree in history, which he obtained in 1966, and in the same year began his postgraduate program in the same university. He later attended Dalhousie University, Halifax, Canada, where he bagged his PhD in history in 1970. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Professor Oshitokun is not only an astute teacher, but also a renowned administrator. For instance, at the international level, he was appointed Director of the National University Commission's offices both in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and Washington, D.C., United States in 1978 and 1979 respectively. He was appointed advisor to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria 1988 to 1991 and ambassador extraordinaire and plenipotentiary of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to Germany from 1991 to 1995. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to note that Professor Oshitokun was a member of the steering committee for the establishment of Redeemers University. He served as the head of Department History and International Relations, now known as History and International Studies, 2007 to 2009 and 2011 to 2013. Dean College of Humanities, Redeemers University 2005 to 2007 and 2009 to 2011. Member Redeemers University Governing Council 2005 to 2013 and a member of Senate from 2005 to date. He is the chairman of the Library Committee, chairman of the University Press, and director of the Adeboye Center for Peace and Good Governance. He is also the co-editor of the biography Adeboye, His Life and Calling. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege, therefore, to present to you Professor Akinjide Oladepo Idowu Oshitokun, OON, HFHSN, Bar Peter of Oyo, an outstandingly successful intellectual, eminent historian, and a diplomat. Thank you.
To listen to speeches, not music. authority vested in me, I confer upon you the Emeritus Professorship of the Redeemers University. Congratulations.
I also invite the orator to present the citation of Professor Lawrence Babatope Kolawole.
I humbly ask that Professor L.B. Kolawole should rise, step forward, and remain standing. The visitor, sir, the Chancellor, kindly permit me to stand on existing protocol. Professor Lawrence Babatope Kolawole, who hails from Ise-Ekiti, Ekiti State, was born on December 10, 1940. He attended Ransome-Kuti College of Education, Ibadan from 1962 to 1964, and University of Ibadan from 1966 to 1973, where he obtained the National Certificate of Education and BSc and PhD Physics respectively. He equally attended the Redeemed Christian Bible College, Mowe, from 2007 to 2013, where he obtained PGD in Theology and MA and PhD in Systematic Theology. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Professor Kolawole has played tremendous roles in the development of Redeemers University. He has served in Redeemers University as the head, Department of Physical Sciences, Dean, College of Natural Sciences, and has been a member of Senate from 2006 to date. He is currently a member of the RON Permanent Site Development Committee and a member of the Governing Council of Redeemers University. He has also served as the chairman of the following committees: Students Welfare Board, Information Technology Committee, Strategic Planning Committee, Staff Disciplinary Subcommittee, University Committee on Expansion of Academic Programs, Affiliation with Other Universities and Higher Institutions Committee, and patron RON Staff Cooperative Multipurpose Society. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and privilege for me, therefore, to present to you Professor Lawrence Babatope Kolawole, an erudite professor, a physicist to the core, a distinguished theologian, a father of fathers, and a man who radiates humility, dignity, and nobility. Thank you.
Authority vested in me, I confer upon you the Emeritus Professorship of Redeemers University. Congratulations.
The Chancellor, sir, I very respectfully invite the Governor of the State of Osun, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Rauf Aregbesola, ably represented by his Deputy, Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Titilaoye Tomori, to please address the convocation. His Excellency, ably represented. To Almighty God be the glory. I give honor, glory, majesty, dominion to our great Redeemer, the Lord who reigns, who will always reign forever and ever. May the name of the Lord be exalted forever in Jesus' name. I bring all of you special greetings from the Governor State of Osun, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Abdulrauf Adesoji Aregbesola. He would have been here in person, but is in Abuja for the NEC meeting. He sends his greetings to the graduating students and congratulates the parents. His Excellency, the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, our own Professor Yemi Osinbajo, JCON, SAN, and who is also the Chairman, Board of Trustees of this great university. Today is ably represented by the Acting Chairman, Professor Idowu Iluyomade. I want to appreciate the visitor of this great institution, our revered father, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and our mother in Israel, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye. Please appreciate them. The Chancellor, General Theophilus Danjuma, GCON, FSS, PSC, retired. Appreciating. I appreciate the presence of the representative of the NUC Executive Secretary, Professor Abubakar Rashid Adamu, MNI, MFR. Appreciate him, please. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Pastor Tokumbo Adesoya. We thank you, we appreciate your powerful speech. Other distinguished members of the Council here present, I appreciate all of you. Members of the Board of Trustees here present, the Secretary General, Association of Vice Chancellors in Nigeria, Professor Michael Faborode, and of course, our host, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Debo Adeyewa, an articulate, dynamic, and highly resourceful Vice Chancellor. Please appreciate him. Of course, the Registrar, Mrs. Oloketui, my sister, a seasoned administrator. We appreciate you. The AIG Zone 11 has been here, Mr. Oshodi Glover, MNI. Also within, we have the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Olafemiho Adeoye. Appreciate them, please. Distinguished academia, friends of this great institution, divine champions of this great university, great Nigerian students, articulate Nigerian students, great great It is your day. We celebrate you. We also celebrate your proud parents and guardians of these great ones. We congratulate all of you. The chairman of CAN, the chief imam of Edeland, we thank all of you for your prayers. Our royal fathers, notably the royal host, our own most eminent is Royal Highness the Timi of Edeland, Ọba Muniruddin Adesola Lawal, kábíyèsí o, adé ó pẹ́ lórí, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ yín á bá aṣọ ìgbàmú, ẹ pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ lórí oyè bàbá yín, ẹ kú oríire, ẹ sì kú ọdún ìní. I also want to appreciate the Orogun of Okeila who has been here personally. Please appreciate Ọba Adedokun Abolarin. Kábíyèsí, we appreciate you, sir. And of course, the Oluwo of Iwoland is here with us. Is Royal Highness Ọba Abdulrasheed Akanbi. Kábíyèsí o, adé ó pẹ́ lórí. We also have other royal fathers here with us. Permit me to appreciate just one, and through him I appreciate all of you. His Royal Highness the Olinisha of Inisha, Ọba Oyedele. Kábíyèsí o, adé ó pẹ́ lórí bàbá, adé ó sì pẹ́ lórí gbogbo kábíyèsí tí ń bẹ ní ẹ ṣeun o. I want to salute all the pastors and men of God here present. May the Lord continue to enlarge your coast. Pastors of the Redeemed Christian Church of Nigeria are powerfully here. We thank all of you for your presence and for your prayers. Members of the management team of this great institution, Chairman of the Redeemers University Family Forum, invited guests, other distinguished personalities here present, security operatives, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a privilege and honor for me to present the speech of the Governor, State of Osun, and I read. It gives me great pleasure to be at this great and joyous gathering. I would therefore like to thank the Vice Chancellor of the Redeemers University Ede for the kind invitation to the 9th convocation ceremonies of the university. I congratulate our father, the visitor of this great university, and his wife, our revered father in the Lord, Dr. Enoch Adeboye, and mommy Pastor Folu Adeboye, whose vision the Lord has actualized through this great institution. Please appreciate them. I also congratulate the management, staff, students, and the entire university community, as well as the host community of Ede, on this great gigantic feat. More importantly, I congratulate the graduating students on this their historic and unforgettable day. I congratulate their parents, family members, and friends on the occasion of the graduation of the children and friends. It is gladdening and gratifying that this astonishing event is taking place on our soil in the state of Osun. Redeemers University, Ron Ede, is on this occasion making a powerful statement on its mission by turning out another batch of quality graduates into the labor market. It is not in doubt that the graduates have been brought through a meticulous, time-tested academic grooming, heavily spiced with moral and religious instructions. Redeemers University is one of the mission-owned universities in Nigeria, with a reputation of maintaining a perfect blend of high-profile academics with sound and unadulterated spiritual training. On this note, it is hoped that the training you have acquired through the tutelage of this system will stick on you through life. In other words, we pray with you and for you that you will at no time be stranded in the journey of life. There are many ways to an end in today's society. We implore you to take the only right way, which is the way of the Lord, which is pure, holy, peaceful, joyful, and ever enduring. Great divine champions, I celebrate all of you through one of you, Miss Opeyemi Bejide, a champion, a mentor, a shining light to our teeming students all over Nigeria. Opeyemi is an embodiment of diligence, faith, and courage. Opeyemi swept the classrooms with her mother to fund her university education. Today, she has emerged the best graduating students. As a government, we are proud that a university in the state of Osun has produced Opeyemi. Please appreciate her. I have no doubt that this great university has inculcated in all of you the instinct of a job provider. I enjoin you to embrace life with the mindset of a job creator and not that of a job seeker. The era of seeking endlessly for white-collar job is over. The society only has a place for those who can think, invent, and create things in order to better the lots of members of their generation and change the world we are living in as enjoined by your university and team. May you be counted among the positive change agents of this generation. I congratulate all of you once again. I wish you the best in life. Accept the best and most profound compliments of the government and the good people of the state of Osun. Congratulations. Thanks for your attention.
Chancellor, sir, I now have the honor to present the following graduates who have attained academic and other distinctions in their respective fields of study
during the 2016-2017 academic session. And I will invite them, and they should snappily bound the days to have handshake with the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor. The Visitors Prize, a cash prize of 50,000 naira for the best overall graduating student with the highest CGPA. And the recipient is Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Bejide. Please move snappily, briskly to the dais to have handshake. Next, we have Mr. Olakunle Abidemi Adewole, the Chancellor's Prize, a cash prize of 40,000 naira for the graduating students who sufficiently demonstrated the best assets in creativity and innovation before graduation. Very briskly, Olakunle Adewole. And I invite the Vice Chancellor to present the next two. Okay. I also have the pleasure to invite the the winner of the Vice Chancellor's Prize, the cash prize of 25,000 naira for the best graduating overall students, and the recipient is Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Bejide. Next, we have the college prizes. The cash prize of 20,000 naira for the student that has the highest CGPA in each college at the degree examination, provided the class of degrees not lower than second class honors upper division. For the College of Humanities, Ms. Minka Basi Okin. For the College of Management and Social Sciences, from Financial Studies Department, Ms. Temitope Bolatito Ariwodola. From Natural Sciences, in Biological Sciences Department, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Bejide. Please be snappy about it, be brisk. Next, we have the Dean's Prize, the cash prize of 15,000 naira for the final year students in each college who had been in the Dean's list for the greatest number of semesters. For Humanities, on the Department of History and International Studies, Ms. Naomi Toluwalope Scott. For the College of Management and Social Sciences, Financial Studies Department, Ms. Temitope Bolatito Ariwodola. From Natural Sciences, Biological Sciences Department, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Bejide. From Humanities English Department, Ms. Victoria Busayo Moses. From History and International Studies Department, Ms. Toluwanimi Victoria Abu. Please be fast about it, be brisk about it. From Theatre Arts Department, Ms. Mika Basi Okin. For Management and Social Sciences College, from Behavioral Studies Department, we have Mr. Ellis Odo. From Economics and Business Studies Department, we have Ms. Esther Temitope Adeshino. From Financial Studies Department, we have Ms. Temitope Bolatito Ariwodola. From Mass Communication Department, Ms. Naomi Ogun. From Political Science and Public Administration Department, Ms. Oyilola Olajumoke Benson. From Transport and Tourism Studies Department, Ms. Jesu Femi Oyikonsola Eyoda. Now to Natural Sciences, Department of Biological Sciences, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Bejide. Chemical Sciences Department, Ms. Moyioluwa Debola Oyediran. And there's a tie there. For Computer Science, we have Mr. Eniola Olufemi Ajiboye. For Mathematical Sciences Department, we have Ms. Olumide Mosumola Daramola. And from Physical Sciences Department, we have Mr. Chukwemere Emmanuel Obiora. We now have the Redeemers University Family Forum Prize, the cash prize of 30,000 naira for the student that has the highest CGPA in each college at the degree examination, provided his or her class of degree is not lower than 7th class honors upper division. For Humanities, from Theatre Arts Department, we have Ms. Minka Basi Okin. for Management and Social Sciences from Financial Studies Department, we have Ms. Temitope Bolatito Ariwodola. And from Natural Sciences College Biological Sciences Department, we have Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide. Next, we have the Wrong Cooperative Prize, the cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating student in Business Administration. And the recipient is Ms. Rachel Olubukola Onilado from the Department of Economics and Business Studies, College of Management and Social Sciences. Next is Pastor Shegun Adebiji's prize, the cash prize of 50,000 Naira for the best graduating student in Theatre Arts, Ms. Minka Basi Okin. Next, we have the Aderemi Omomitomori's prize, the cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating female student with at least a second-class honors upper division in Business Administration, Ms. Rachel Olubukola Onilado. Next, Chief Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu's prize, cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating female student, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide from Biological Sciences Department. Also, Chief Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu's prize, cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating female student in the College of Humanities, Ms. Minka Basi Okin, Theatre Arts Department. Also, Chief Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu's prize, cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating female student with at least a second-class honors upper division in microbiology program, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide from Biological Sciences Department. Next, we have Dr. Olusegun Mimiko's prize, the cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best paper in international relations. The recipient is Ms. Naomi Toluwa Lopez Scott. Next, we have the Professor Godwin Imerelo's prize, the cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating student in biochemistry, provided the class of degrees done lower than second-class honors upper division, Ms. Tanitoluwa Opoluwa Oluwabayo from Chemical Sciences Department. We have David Olutunde Matomi's prize, cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the graduating student with outstanding leadership and dedicated services as Christ's ambassador, Mr. Oyegide Ademola Famose from Economics and Business Studies Department. Next, we have Open Wells prize, the cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best all-round graduating student in the College of Management and Social Sciences, Ms. Temitope Bolatito Ariwodola. You can do better, please appreciate them. It's not easy to be prize recipients. Next, we have Professor Bayo Oloyede's prize, a cash prize of 20,000 Naira for the best graduating student in the Department of Mass Communication, provided the class of degrees done lower than second-class honors upper division, Ms. Naomi Ogun. We have Stephen and Ansatu Abechi's family prize, the cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating student in the College of Natural Sciences, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide. Pa Gabriel Oyeton's prize, a cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating student in the College of Natural Sciences, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide. Mrs. Odunola Olusola Warizo's prize, a cash prize of 20,000 Naira for the best graduating student in accounting, Mr. Gbenga Oluseyi Ajileye. Professor Oye Ubalejo's prize, a cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating student in the Department of Political Science and Public Administration, Ms. Oyilola Olajumoke Donsi. Next, we have the Bumi Oyeyemi Julius Adeoye Roger's prize, cash prize of 10,000 Naira for the best graduating student in the Theatre Arts Department with at least a second-class honors upper division, Ms. Minka Basi Okin. We have Pastor Mrs. Olabisi Adeoye's prize, cash prize of 20,000 Naira for the most courageous, determined and resilient female graduating student, Ms. Vivian Bamigwojo James from the Department of History and International Studies. We have the Redeemers University Women Association Ronwas Prize, a cash prize of 20,000 Naira for the best behaved female graduating student, Ms. Ese Chiamaka Aguaye from the Department of Financial Studies. We have Pastor Mrs. Abiodun Oshitokun's prize, a cash prize of 50,000 naira for the best graduating student in microbiology program, Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Bejide. Then we have the Professor Akinjide Odowu Oshitokun's prize, a cash prize of 50,000 naira for the graduating student in the Department of History and International Studies with the best final year paper in international relations, Ms. Naomi Toluwalope Scott. Mr. Bayo Olugemi's prize, a cash prize of 50,000 naira for the best graduating student in banking and finance program, Ms. Temitope Bolatito Ariwodola. We have the Professor Ebenezer Olutope Akinawo's prize, a cash prize of 20,000 naira for the best graduating student in psychology program. Mr. Ellis Odo. Appreciate him, please. Adeniyi Adebayo's prize, a cash prize of 50,000 naira for the best graduating student in econometrics in the Department of Economics and Business Studies, and the recipient is Ms. Esther Temitope Adeshino. Next, we have Dr. Emmanuel Lai Adebayo's prize, a cash prize of 10,000 naira for the graduating student who emerged the best library user with at least a second-class honors upper division, Ms. Chisom Cynthia Obika. Then we have the Redeemers University Alumni Association prize, a cash prize of 10,000 naira for the graduating student with outstanding leadership qualities, Mr. Oyejide Ademola Famose. We have Pastor Michael Oludare Raji's prize, a cash prize of 5,000 naira for the best graduating student in the Department of Chemical Sciences, Ms. Munyoluwa Debola. We have the New Horizons System Solutions prize, a donation of computer tablets to the two best students in professional certification examinations. The two of them are Ms. Esther Temitope Adeshino from the Department of Economics and Business Studies, and also Mr. Karim Kehinde Olayiwola. Ms. Esther Temitope Adeshino and Mr. Karim Kehinde Olayiwola. Donation of tablets each. Congratulations. And I invite the Vice Chancellor to please present the recipient for the Vice Chancellor's special prize, two special prizes.
Gentlemen, hurry up. Is winning a tablet for being one of our best students in the certification for computer. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to correct an impression. We need to formally recognize His Royal Highness Oba Dr. Abdulrasheed Adewale Akabi, the Deputy Chair of Osun State Traditional Rulers, and that's the Oluwo of Iwo, Kabiyesi. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And then presenting the Ataoja of Osogbo is Oba Adam Iyola Yusuf too, the Aloba of Oba Oke. Okay, sir. Kabiyesi. Ladies and gentlemen, the following three categories of awards are very, very important to us. The first of them, because this industry is based on training, we train people for entrepreneurship, and so we monitor those who display that skill right on campus to form companies and so on. This particular person actually put for us developed programs that all students, all members of this community enjoy, and this program is known everywhere in the university. And so the Vice Chancellor Special Prize Cash Award of 500,000 naira for the most outstanding students who has passionately, innovatively used entrepreneurial skills for the benefit of the university. I call upon Mr. Ojinaka Joshua Chioma.
Mr. Chioma has developed computer applications worth millions of naira free of charge for the university. I celebrate him and I hope his parents are around because they are worth celebrating. These are the examples of the future of Nigeria. I ask you to please shake the hands of the visitor and the chancellor. Amen. The second very special award is for one lady. She was sick and she had to go home. In fact, she lost ground. And when she came back, I challenged her. When you come back to resume, you must give me the first class. She came back and like a lioness, she did it. Today she's graduating with a first class division. Miss Esi Chiamaka Aguayo. Please, her parents should also come up very quickly because the parents supported her. She rose from ground zero and she climbed up. She's true champion of the divine champions. Mommy, you most welcome. Daddy, you most welcome. These are parents who support their children to rise up from -1 to thrive. Congratulations, we are proud of you. Congratulations. We shake the hands of the visitor and the mommy, please appreciate this mommy. She's a mother in a million. You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. The fourth set of awards will go to our parents who in the last 1 year who have sponsored at least 3 children in the Redeemers University, with at least one of them graduating today. Shall I call upon Mr. Pastor and Mrs. Dr. Olunubi? His first child is graduating today. Let's appreciate him, Mommy and Pastor and Mrs. Dr. I also want us, as they are coming up, to celebrate Dr. Adeleye Adetunji, who has sponsored at least 3 of his children, and the 3rd one is graduating today. If you are in the house, please come up quite quickly. The 4th person, the 4th parent, Mr. and Mrs. Taiwo Ojetunde. Mr. and Mrs. Taiwo Ojetunde. These are believers in Redeemers University. Please come up quickly. Come up quickly. Have a handshake. Thank you. These are parents that believe in us. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. We also call upon Mr. and Mrs. Adewumi Latif. Mr. and Mrs. Adewumi Latif. These are parents, they are not saying if I perish, I perish, but they are saying I will live, I will live. That is a land where people prosper. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please have a handshake with Daddy and Mommy and the Chancellor. You're welcome. Thank you. Congratulations. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, one singular person has sponsored over 30 students in this university. One singular parent. Over 30 students, and 4 of them are graduating today. When I say over 30 students, I mean in the last few years. I don't mean from inception. It's no other person than our mother in Israel, Mommy Gio, Pastor Mrs. Felipe Adeboye. I would want our daddy to please appreciate her on our behalf. She sponsored people from Plateau State, from the north, from the south. People picked on the streets. Mommy, we are grateful for your kind support. The Chancellor will want to say a word or two.
Breaking news. Breaking news. The news has just come in that for all the programs visited by the NGC, all our programs, we have obtained full accreditation status. Now, if you know that Aduma is strong, you give him a bouncing hallelujah, and this is how we go about it. Are you ready? Praise the Lord! Our Redeemer is strong!
Praise the Lord! The Lord is good. The Chancellor, sir, I now invite Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide, the 2016-2017 valedictorian, to deliver her speech on behalf of her colleagues. Ms. Ifeoluwa Opeyemi Begide, you can do better. It's not easy to have 4.97. 4.93. You're welcome. Standing an already established protocol, I say good afternoon to this esteemed congregation. What an amazing God. 3 times now, I've been the best graduating student. First in my primary school, in my secondary school, and now in the university. What a mighty God. Therefore, I want to gratefully and profoundly acknowledge my Creator, the Almighty God, the one who gave me the brain, strength, energy, courage, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the all-sufficient God. The miracle worker, the one who makes difficult situations look simple. The problem solver, the one and only God that answers prayers. The great provider and the greatest Father one can ever have. Lord, I cannot thank you enough. To you be all honor, power, dominion, and glory forever. Amen. This journey started 8 years ago, as far back as that, yes. I was in JSS and I was staying with Professor L.B. Kolawole then, who is now an emeritus professor of physics today. He took me to the first convocation of Redeemers University, and my experience that day started it all. To some people, that day was the convocation program, but to me, it was a life-changing encounter. When we got home, Daddy Kolawole gave me the convocation program, and he said, it was a female like you who collected those prizes and became the valedictorian. You too can do it. I am not too sure he can remember saying those words to me. I was 11 years old then. But I clearly remember that night I sat down and took a piece of paper and pen and calculated the whole amount the lady valedictorian collected, Miss Sean Peters. Do not mind me, I was a kid then and the money was very attractive. So I thought getting the money and giving it to my mom would make her happy and maybe stop a lack of money. Anyway, I got inspired that night, and from that moment, I determined that I must be the best graduate student to make my mom proud if I ever got the chance to come to Redeemers University. I want to thank you, sir, to Prof. L.B. Kolawole for taking me along that day and for the inspiring words you said to me. Coming to school at Redeemers University was not easy. It was a miracle because my family could not afford it. I had only my mother who was struggling to provide for her children's needs. So paying for a private school fees was the last thing she could ever consider. When I approached her and I said I wanted to come to Redeemers University, I could see the look on her face. She wanted me to come, of course, but then there was no money. I then promised her that day that after my first year fees, I would make sure I got scholarship from the school. But the God I worship is a miracle working God. From nowhere, God raised a woman, the former boss of the university, Mrs. B.O. Arizo. She approached my mom and said she would pay for my first year in Redeemers University. The Lord truly does miracles, and that was how she paid. I want to say thank you to her wherever she may be. Without you, I probably would not be here today. Furthermore, I would like to acknowledge the university who provided the platform for education and for the scholarships for academic scholars. The university has not only impacted us academically, but morally and spiritually. Of course, I cannot fail to acknowledge one special person here today. My friend, my coach, my supporter, the most hardworking person I've ever met in my entire life. My lover, the one who has made this achievement possible and who this achievement is for. This person is my mother. I love you. Thank you for sweeping the classrooms and cleaning houses to send me to school. Thank you for bringing
me food every day since I could not eat food outside my own. Thank you for going to the bush for me to gather plants for my project. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me and my sister. You are my timekeeper, my personal alarm clock, my personal guardian. For the times you called to wake me up during examinations, I want to say thank you. In order to pay back a mother like this who has been struggling for her children, I tried not only to be a first-class student, but to be the best. This is for you, Mom. Thank you for everything. I am unashamed of you, and I love you. I would like to acknowledge my beautiful sister who supported me all through and always checked up on me. I pray God will bless you abundantly. To my friends and supporters, Ayo, Sanitoluwa, Tobi Ogugbe, Grace Idowu, and Bakare, thank you for everything. I want to say a big thank you to my head of department, Professor Komolafe, for his encouraging words. I want to say thank you to Mr. Atinola, Mr. Kayode, Dr. Jurubo, Dr. Ayoride, to Dr. Ugaleti, Dr. Mr. Adeniji, and all my lecturers. They were all wonderful. A big thanks to Redeemer High School, Redemption Camp, also for giving me a solid secondary school foundation. How did I come about my success? I always said to myself, I am not the first person to come from a less privileged home. That's it. If Daddy Gio could make it, why can't I? If so many of the professors here who had poor backgrounds could make it, why can't I? I believe the key to success is in you, and also with God. I was faced with challenges, health challenges, emotional and financial breakdowns, and so many others I cannot even mention. I did not get pocket money throughout my university days, but I persevered because I had a determination to succeed. I was not supposed to graduate this year because I had challenges with my final year fees. So I wrote a letter to define my admission last year. But before I could submit the letter, God sent Daddy and Mommy Gio my way through Pastor Lakija and paid for my 400 level fees. I had lost hope, though I kept praying. Thank you, Daddy and Mommy. May God continue to bless you. May you remain a blessing to generations. Thank you, Pastor Lakija. God bless you. To all of us, the graduates, we have fought well, and it was not easy to reach here. Some people have reached higher institutions the same time we got in, but while some had to drop out, we are still alive. Some got expelled along the way, but here we are. We are alive and well because God kept us. We should give credit to God for bringing us this far. And it's also a good time to celebrate ourselves for coming this far because it hasn't been easy. We all know schooling through Redeemer University is not an easy task. We face so many challenges. As we go forth in life, living the walls of this great institution, I want us to remember to always put God first in whatever we do. Let us also remember our parents even after we have made it in life, because they are the reasons why we are here today. We should strive for the best and never give up on our dreams. You must always be a dreamer, an achiever, but never a quitter. To our parents and sponsors, I want to say a very big thank you for the huge sacrifices you made and self-denial you made in giving us quantitative and qualitative education, for paying the huge amounts of school fees of Redeemer University, and thereby assuring our future. I pray that you will enjoy the fruits of your labor. May you always be proud of us. May God protect you for us. May God protect us for you. God bless you. We love you. David Folo Akpayemi, the girl who sold plantain chips, who sold pepper, who sold tomatoes, who sold fish, who also swept the classrooms, is now a graduate. We are all graduates. We are divine champions for life. Divine champions! And it is very rare to find this kind of opportunity. Please permit me to kneel in front of Daddy and Mommy Gio to tap from the anointing. Thank you.
Let us appreciate God in the life of Opeyemi Bejide. Congratulations. You have to come for a handshake with Her Excellency. Her Excellency would like to have a handshake with you. Thank you, Ma, for the recognition. Thank you, Ma, Your Excellency. the Chancellor, sir, to be able to move on rapidly, I now invite the President of the Redeemers University Alumni Association, Mr. Thank God Ocheho, for the induction ceremony of the graduates of today. Mr. Ocheho, where are you? Please come on very quickly for the induction ceremony. 2 minutes.
Your Excellency, the Visitor, the Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor, and the Vice-Chancellor, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. May I invite all graduating students to please stand and remain standing. All graduating students, please can you stand and remain standing? Please can you bring out the slip that was handed to you? The slip that was handed to you, please can you bring it out and please repeat this after me. I, your name, do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Redeemers University Alumni Association, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Redeemers University Alumni Association. So help me God. By the power conferred on me as the President of Redeemers University Alumni Association, I hereby pronounce you members of Redeemers University Alumni Association. Congratulations.
You may please be seated. Congratulations. The Chancellor, sir, I now respectfully invite the Chairman of our Board of Trustees, now Acting Chairman, Pastor Idowu Iliyomade, standing in for the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to please deliver his address. The Acting Chairman, Board of Trustees of Redeemers University.
Of the Lord, due to the exigencies of state duties, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Redeemers University is unavoidably absent. He is the person of His Excellency Professor Yemi Oshibajo, the Vice President of our illustrious nation, and I am standing in his stead to deliver his speech, which is the keynote address. Our esteemed spiritual father and visitor to the Redeemers University, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and his dear wife, mother in Israel, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye, the Executive Governor of the State of Osun, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, ably represented by the Deputy Governor of the State of Osun, Chief Mrs. Titi Laoye Tomori, Revered Chancellor General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma GCON, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adeyeye Enitan Oguwusi Ojaja II, the Ooni of Ife, His Royal Majesty Oba Moluideen Adeshola Lawal Laminisa the First, the Timi of Ede Land, the Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Professor Adamu Abubakar Rashid, MNI-MFR, ably represented, the Secretary General, Association of Vice Chancellors of Nigeria Universities, Professor Michael Faborede, other royal fathers here present, members of the Board of Trustees, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman, Redeemers University Governing Council, Pastor Tokunbo Adesanya, and members of the Governing Council, the Vice Chancellor of Redeemers University, Professor Z. Debo Adeyawa, the Vice Chancellor of other universities, Principal Officers of the Redeemers University, Principal Officers of other universities, distinguished academics and friends from other universities, Chairman, Parents Forum, parents and guardians, other special guests, our esteemed graduates, the divine champions, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm highly delighted to be part of this year's convocation. I believe it is no coincidence that we're having the 9th convocation of this university in the 9th month of the year, but a divine arrangement and a time of great turnaround in the economy of our great nation, Nigeria. On this note, I wish to congratulate the visitor and our esteemed father, a man of great vision, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, for seeing the translation into reality of the vision of many years as we celebrate the graduation of another set of change agents, ably christened the Divine Champions. I must say, it gives me great pleasure also being a stakeholder in an academic institution with a divine mandate of producing not just global leaders but also change agents. I felicitate with General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, GCON, on the occasion of his first anniversary as the Chancellor of this great university. It is our prayer that the Almighty God will grant you long life, sound health, peace of mind, and divine support to accomplish your great dreams for this noble institution. Congratulations to our beloved Elder Felix Ohiwere and most distinguished Professor of African History, Professor Toyin Falola, our eminent recipients of this year's honorary doctorate degrees. Your laudable contributions to the development of humanity and education are highly commendable. We trust that your good work will inspire others to blaze the trail. Looking back in the past 1 year, Redeemers University has made remarkable progress and continues to set standards in academic and research excellence of all stakeholders. As a stakeholder in the legal profession, I'm delighted at the approval for the takeoff of the College of Law by the National Universities Commission. The university has recently taken deliberate steps towards building a world-class university culture through the rebranding that rebirthed the new vision and mission statements. And reading through lines, I'm convinced that the university is truly running with the vision of the founding fathers. I commend the management of the university for consistently striving for excellence. It is an evidence of an institution that will surely continue to raise global leaders. The signing of the Memoranda of Understanding by the university with both governmental and non-governmental agencies locally and internationally, and also with world-class universities, are testimonies that Redeemers University is living true to her vision of making a transformative impact on the society. I wish to congratulate the Vice Chancellor, Professor Z. Debo Adeyawa, and his formidable team on the laudable achievements and giant strides the university has made in the last 1 year in particular. Looking at how far the university has come within the 12 years of our existence, I'm rest assured that Redeemers University will witness even more breakthroughs in researches so that it could continue making more transformative impacts on the society. Therefore, I have no doubt that by the time we'll be gathering for the 10th convocation come 2018, we should be in a position to celebrate the takeoff of additional new colleges and academic programs to give our prospective students more choices of programs. I'm sure many of our parents would gladly send their works to be trained in our College of Basic Medical Sciences, College of Environmental Sciences, and College of Engineering. To To you, the class of divine champions, please accept my hearty congratulations. I felicitate with you for the successful completion of a 4-year journey of rigorous training in character and intellectualism. I sincerely congratulate you because you worked quite hard to deserve being here today. However, it is my duty as a good father and a leader to let you know that the end of this journey is just the beginning of another. It is the beginning of another journey that will constantly demand denying yourself some comforts and inconveniences. The unleashing of quality stuff that you are made of in order to reach the top and be outstanding. But remember the training you have been taken through while here as students, which is meant to imbue you with necessary ingredients for the journey ahead. I heartily congratulate the parents whose words are graduating today. Our prayer is that God will make today's experience the beginning of your unspeakable joy over these children. It is no longer news that we are in challenging times. Climate change is not a Western world phenomenon anymore. The global economies are going through moments of systemic upheavals. The best securities are being compromised in a world of growing terrorism. It is instructive that your class is called the Divine Champions. We are a brand specially prepared for a time as this. Therefore, as arrows, we are releasing you to make your impact felt in academia, business world, media, corporate world, politics, the entertainment industry, science and technology, sports, international relations, and all areas of human endeavor. I implore you never to be part of the problem, but the solution to lingering societal challenges. Finally, I charge all institutions of higher learning to assume the status of a breeding house. The primary assignment of the academic community should be to raise the elite rangers of problem solvers and not just job seekers. There is need for a paradigm shift in our curriculum to enable the products of our ivory towers adapt to an ever-changing world. Until we begin to have innovators and courageous initiators of startup businesses straight from the university, education rather than being a blessing will continue to be a burden. But I'm fully persuaded that as a people, we can make this happen. Thank you for your kind attention. God bless you and congratulations.
the wonderful choir. Can we please appreciate the Redeemers University Choir? The Chancellor, sir, I have the honor most respectfully to invite the visitor, Pastor Enoch Adejare Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, to address convocation. Daddy, sir.
Well, let somebody shout hallelujah. God bless you. May please be seated. Kindly permit me to observe all protocol by simply saying brothers and sisters. That will include everybody. I was a student. I graduated 3 times. BSc, MSc, PhD. So I know from experience that when we have a convocation, we pay attention for the first 3 hours. After 3 hours, we become restless. Now we have been here for 4 hours, 15 minutes. So my speech is written. If you want to read it in the... All I want to do now is pray for you. And I want to say, in the name that's above every other name, that those of you who are rejoicing today, your joy will never cease. That as you are graduating today, God will move you from glory to glory. I want to say to the university that by the special grace of God, you should become the number 1 in the world. I want to decree that all of you who came here, you came in peace, you will return in peace. And from this moment onward, anytime I hear concerning any of you, it will be good news. God bless you all.
The Chancellor, sir, now that this convocation is gradually drawing to a close, I wish to note that this will be my last appearance because this is my last time, and so I want to use the opportunity to thank our Daddy Amamidio, the visitor to the university, for the opportunity, sir, to serve as registrar in Redeemers University. Thank you so much, sir. And on that note, I invite the Chancellor to please declare this convocation closed. The Chancellor, sir.
I declare the convocation closed.
Let's clap for Jesus. He's worthy to be praised. Let's celebrate him. He has made it possible. Please just quickly, when it is time for the procession in the reverse order, we will also just wait and allow the procession to leave, including our royal daddies, everyone, so that we do it the way it's to be done. And after that, you will follow that procession. The University Chaplain is take the closing prayer now, after which we have the Redeemers University Anthem and the National Anthem. Shall we pray? Our Father, in the name of Jesus, we lift you high and give you praise. We magnify you, Lord, because you have done it again and better than we've ever had. Unto you alone be glory forever, in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you for our daddy and our mommy that you have graciously allowed to be here in person and to stay throughout. What a privilege. Daddy, again, we return the glory unto you for such wonders that never end. Thank you for loving us so much. Take all glory in the name of Jesus. We hand over the lives of the divine champions into your hand as they move on to life. Daddy, as they will have opportunity for a formal sealing of their destiny in glory, come next week through the anointing service. Lord God of heaven, let everything even be more glorious than what we are witness today in the name of Jesus. Thank you for being such a great daddy. Thank you for your university. Thank you because we are moving to higher heights because we are the one making it possible. We return glory unto you, God. And for all our guests and invitees that are come, parents and graduates themselves, thank you, Lord, for return trips that are safe. Blessed be thy name for all things. Thank you for doing what I'm asking again. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Now we're going to take the University Anthem, after which we'll take
Always
we start to have the procession in reverse order. And please, quickly an announcement for the graduates against next week. Please, we are all standing. God bless you. You've been waiting for quite a while. We appreciate it. So the music will come up, but just before then, hear this information, please. Graduates, for the anointing service on Friday, that's coming week 6th of October, please, the dress code is black suit with white inner, camisole or white shirt. And then you must have this, your stool of divine champions on, please. That is the biggest of the emblems or signs. No t-shirts, shirts with ties. The beautiful way you did it to make your defense for project. Let the music float now. Dr. Olupade David, to see me after now. Dr. Olupade David, please. One of our guests who use West Manson, please see me after now.
2, 3.